What, Jamal? You don't want that. Them girls only know 3 words. Stop, no, and don't.
My brother, you got those words backwards. They always tell me, no, don't stop.
Welcome to the Black Irish Podcast. Welcome to an all-new episode of the Black Irish Podcast with myself, Brendan McCorkle, and Mike Crawford. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How you doing this week, Brendan?
I'm doing pretty good. These workout pants these days, man, they're really tripping me up. These ladies in their workout pants, bro. So look, I'm just an observer by nature, so I'm always going to be looking at anybody, any which way, walking up and down the street. So you see these new pants that they got going on. It's like the third version of yoga pants that they've come out with.
Third version.
Yeah, so I'm like going down, I'm like, dang, man, whoever must be working out over there. And then it's like the top half was a tree. You see him come past the tree, and I'm like, legit, it was the oldest lady I've ever seen in my life. Like she was walking to death, but her legs look fantastic. Have you seen these pants?
No, I do not know what yoga pants you're talking about, brother.
Dude, it's like it even.
You're talking about the TikTok ones.
I don't know, dude. And it's like even the pockets on them, I swear, it's like they can put a purse full of stuff in their side pockets and you would never know. They just keep
the
pulling
ones with the double
out.
side pockets?
Yeah, but they're like, I don't know, the way that they're shaped, and they're getting real slick with these fashion designs, man. I don't know. It's just trickery, though. It's trickery.
Well, shout out to the people who made those pants, because they have Brendan.
You have me fooled.
Zooming in. He's zooming in.
No,
guys.
I look at everybody, but whatever, man. That's like if you get bamboozled on, like, Tinder, though. Like, if you get some, like, hot summer pics from, like, 2 years ago, and then it's like the date shows up, and you're like, hey. Whoa. This isn't, that's not real. And you're like, in your head, you got to make that decision, like, okay, I'm already here. They did look good at one point. And, you know, like, I like dinner, so whatever.
Make the decision to leave, man.
Whatever, dude. You're already there. Usually it'd be like, hey, if that was on my deal, I'd be like, if the meal's good, the conversation's decent, why not? I already came here planning to fuck this person. Why wouldn't I just go through it?
I mean, that depends. Depends on how off she is from that 2 years ago picture that got me. Yeah.
Oh, man. Maybe a car accident in between there or something.
See, there you go. Now you change the narrative, man.
I don't know. You never know. By the way, you know that all those like workout pants and like any bathing suits and stuff, they come with like the female sanitary strip in there, like so you can change them and like try them on and not be gross and put your privates with other people's privates.
I don't want to put my privates anywhere other people's privates.
But the problem is, once one person uses it, that little strip is no longer sanitary. So unless somebody's going through and every single time something comes out of the changing room, they change that little strip, it's gross anyway. So just get rid of it, wear your underwear like a grown-up, and figure it out.
Yeah, they should definitely do something about that. I'm glad I'm not a girl. Because that's nasty now that you put it that way.
Yeah, it's super gross, isn't it? Like, do you even try on clothes? I just know my size. I don't try on clothes. I haven't tried on clothes since I was in, like, high school.
I buy clothes that are my size, and if they don't fit the way I want them, I just take them back.
I don't even take them back. I'm just like, I'll eventually fit into those. And then I just give them away 6 years later after I've given up. And then I buy, like, the size that I should have bought 2 years ago that I'm going to try and fit into now, and then I won't fit into those, and I'll give those away in 5 years. It's a never-ending cycle, Mike. I need to just accept who I am.
Yes, do that. The faster you do that, the better, Brendan. Fast.
Yeah, but also like working out and stuff. I worked out quite a bit this year, and it was like it's good. And here's the other thing. Talk about being bamboozled. I feel like my wife's bamboozled because like I worked out for a month straight and like strict diet and like kind of got in shape, and then like went the exact opposite way directly after. So I like gave her a glimpse of what she could have, and I'm like, yeah. No. Back to life. We're fucking going back to reality and eating ice cream every day and not working out, not doing shit.
No, Brendan, you told me you were gonna stick with it, man. You told me you were like keeping it going.
I kinda am. I actually I went really bad off the rails right in the beginning, just because it was like, bro, I went a month straight of going like pretty psycho, like 80% psycho, and it was awesome. So I went like 80% psycho back on like the I'm not going to diet. I still kind of worked out a little bit. And I'm still kind of maintaining that. Like I'm doing push-ups every day because of this cancer push-up thing that I'm doing. But
I'm about to say, because you're about to go out of town, so you're going to have to take some like your good food with you, bro.
No, we actually just got back from out of town. Last week we went to, we had an epic week last week. So Monday we started off. We went to...
that's why we did. Okay.
So we recorded Monday. We recorded earlier last week because I was going to be out of town. So we went to the Dodgers game that night after we recorded. And just by the way, just so you know, if you're sitting in front of me at a sporting event or any venue and you're looking at your phone, we are looking at your phone. Just so you know. Like, I am all up in your fucking business. Like, the guy at the Dodgers game, he's like... texting like 6 different people, babe, on Instagram. I'm like, this motherfucker, like, I can blow his shit up right now. I know his name. I've got his handle. So I'm like, oh, dude, let me see how this guy's playing his game. Let me see how he's talking. Like, does he talk to these people all the same? Does he talk to them differently? So I'm like into that. I'm half watching the game. I'm half like, hey, man, you going to respond to that other person? Oh, so if you bring your phone out in public at a sporting event because you're not paying attention to the game, just know I think that whatever you're doing must be more exciting than the live event that you paid money to go see. So I'm going to be all up in your shit too. And if it is entertaining, sorry, I'm staring.
I'm entertained.
Yeah, I'm not going away. Don't be mad at me. So anyway, that started off. So that was awesome Monday. And then... yeah, but also, dude, like, Mr. Crocs. Would you wear Crocs to a baseball game? Like
I wear Crocs anywhere.
With the holes in the top? What do you do at a urinal? Like, don't you get the splatter on the top?
Don't use a urinal, bro.
So if you wear Crocs, you can't use a urinal?
I wouldn't use a urinal.
Oh, man, so then you gotta wait for a stall just to take a piss?
Yeah.
Do you sit down to piss?
Now you've been disrespectful.
No. I'm just asking. I do sometimes. Why not? If I'm tired.
I do sometimes. Yeah.
Half asleep. I'm like, I don't even know where this is gonna go. You just sit down. Just eliminate the guesswork. You're hammered, dude. Sit down. Don't even try it.
You don't feel weird doing that?
No. Whatever's the most convenient, I don't care.
I would feel weird doing it.
See, I would feel weird wearing Crocs. So, there you go.
But you shouldn't.
I would rather stand up at a urinal and not wear Crocs than wear Crocs. It's just, flip-flops and Crocs at a urinal is just like, you know you're in for trouble.
Well, don't use a urinal. Duh, you can still piss. Just in the stall.
Yeah, but those stalls at sporting events are so gross. They're reserved for emergency shits only because nobody wants to take a dump there. It's like
nobody wants to take a dump there.
Dude, it's a porta potty that never gets exchanged.
Bro, you never take a dump at a live sporting event. Listen here. If you take a dump at a live sporting event, you are borderline the nastiest person in the world. Like, you are absolutely disgusting if you poop at a live sporting event. Like, if you... Let me reiterate this. Let me make sure this is clear. If you take a shit at a live sporting event, you are among the nastiest people in the world.
Hey,
like you might as well live outside at that
those
point.
Are reserved for emergencies only.
No. If it's an emergency, you get in your car and you go to the nearest hotel or you run out the stadium.
Can't make it to your car?
Listen, you feel. Look, you don't. What you don't do is allow it to get to the point where you can't make it to your car. So like your stomach gets. Your stomach gives you a precursor. It's never automatically just goes from 0 to 100. You at least stop at 60. 60 is enough to get next door. Most stadiums are around some type of hotel.
No.
It's no way.
See,
bro.
You're not playing the odds here, Mike. How many people are going to fit in a stadium? Tens of thousands, right?
I don't
Tens
care.
Of thousands.
So if it's a random time, you're going to get out anyway because no one else is leaving but you. So you're going opposite of everyone. You can run out. Listen. A stadium bathroom is the most disgusting place in the world. A stall at a stadium, like it could be any, like no.
I beg to differ. First of all, a concert porta potty is by far the most foul place. And a festival concert porta potty, which I've been in on multiple occasions.
I've never been.
Is the most foul. Like I just decided to not shit for 3 days at a time when I was going out of town. I'm like, I won't eat. I'll clear myself out before we go. I'll only drink and I'll eat like one small meal a day. Like I am not. This isn't happening. I can't be out in Indio and then like need to go to the local place that's.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go inside. I don't even go inside porta potties. I don't care. I don't care if it looks like a clean. I'm not going inside of a porta potty.
Oh, I was in construction. Half my life I spent in a porta potty.
Oh yeah, see, I would. Yeah, nope. Porta potty ain't my style.
Oh man. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about? Oh,
your week in San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. Speaking of toilets. So, just kidding. I love San Diego. Dude, so I did think that most people in the world were like good looking or had like quality features that you're like, oh man, I could see how that person is attractive. I was completely wrong. Go to San Diego, uggos everywhere. Not the people that live in San Diego. No, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about we went to the zoo. We went to SeaWorld. You go to tourist places, and there are the ugliest people in the world there. Legit. Like, I got so sad for humanity. I'm like, man, this is what the rest of the world looks like. This is just... This is sad, man. This hurts my heart.
But stop being mean to people, bro.
I'm not being mean to anybody specifically.
You were blessed to be a nice looking guy, but we're not gonna talk about ugly people, man.
I'm just saying, I was fooled. The wool was pulled over my eyes, Mike. I thought that most people were good looking. They are not. I'm not saying they're all right. Uggos is maybe a little too far. I'm saying most people do not have attractive qualities. Is that a nice way of saying uggos? Because that's still what I mean.
I guess that's a nice way to say uggo.
It just is, dude. And then, you know, I can't appreciate that most of people can't look their best when they're lathered up in sunscreen, but, you know, still. There's certain fashion
good thing I don't have to lather up in sunscreen.
I don't usually wear sunscreen. I know I really should, but I haven't worn sunscreen like ever.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I do have sunspots like on the corner of my heads. Like heads. I only have one, but where my hair is at the top of my forehead. Like both corners just from working outside for fucking years, digging ditches and whatnot. I think it just took a toll. So I got right in the corners, I got sunspots. But other than that, like, if I get burned, I'm the kind of guy that's like tan in 2 days. Like it hurts for a day or two, and then I'm tan and I'm good. So I prefer just not wear it.
That's a wild life to live living in California.
I know. I probably should. Whatever. But I did also see, like, hey, I'm not the most attractive dude. I got some nasty shit going on here. You know, we're in the hotel and I go. By the way,
most attractive.
I'm
just saying you're attractive, decent looking guy. You somehow got down, pal. So
Yeah, that's true. I like to think that I just put my voodoo on her and she didn't have a choice. Put a spell on her. But like they have those fucking magnifying mirrors in the hotel rooms, which should not be anywhere for anybody.
Magnifying mirror.
You never seen a magnifying mirror?
No.
It's to like pluck your eyebrows or pick your nose hairs or whatever. So of course I'm just like I look in it.
Or pick my nose hair.
Well, you know, like your up close tweezer type manicuring situations.
Okay. Go on with your story, sir.
What? I was just saying I looked in there, I saw I had some ear hairs, but not like coming out of my ear hole, like on top of my ear. So I had to get rid of those. But so all right, you're just starting to smash on me for like looking at small hairs. You don't shave. I mean, obviously pluck, but you don't shave anything. You don't manicure any hair besides your face.
No.
Besides your beard.
No.
Oh. All right, you caveman, you big burly brute.
What do you like? Nip your pit hairs and
no, I don't fucking trim them into lawn animals or anything like that. I trim my face like anything weird like that, like on the top of my ear. Like I'm gonna pluck those weird hairs out, like just with my fingers. Like if I see a nose hair like sticking out, with my fingers, I'll just grab it and pluck it out. You don't do that ever?
No.
I manscape occasionally, but I'm way too lazy and way too married to do it all the time. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm good on that, buddy.
All right. Whatever, dude. So, all right. So you don't do that kind of stuff. I won't even say what have you done, but what have you heard of like different nasty things people do in hotel rooms? Because my sister told my wife, who got just completely freaked out, that a common thing is to pee in the coffee maker. Obviously a white person thing to do.
I've never heard of anyone peeing in the coffee maker.
I didn't either, but it makes sense. Like, yeah.
I also don't drink coffee, so... But wouldn't you see the pee in the coffee maker when you take...
No, but like they pee in it, and then they like dump out the pee, so just the next thing that goes through, the next coffee that goes through it will have a hint of piss. Like, I don't know.
Like, are people really this weird?
I think people do it to be funny, but it's not really
like, that's
funny
not
because
funny.
you're not around for the joke.
Joke, yeah, like you don't get to stay and see it unless you're like the person who working like room service.
Yeah,
you just go around pissing in everyone's coffee.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry. Gross warning.
Actually, sir, I think we prefer to go with the bizarre and risky. It's worked for us so far.
Look, I've flicked boogers. I have not cleaned up after myself in hotel rooms before. I'm not proud of it, but it's happened. It's happened. And I've heard of other... I'm not even the grossest person I know. I'm pretty gross, though. But I'm not even the grossest person I know. Like, what do other people do, like, that they think is funny? Like, mess with the toilet somehow? Or, like, have you heard of any other weird stuff people do in hotel rooms? Or do you...
No, besides steal stuff, no.
Well, stealing stuff isn't weird. That's just like, why would you want a very mediocre version of that small thing? Like, why would you take stuff? It doesn't make sense. Robes aren't that soft. Towels suck. Like, what are you gonna take?
I mean, you're not. I'm just telling you, I know people who steal stuff from hotels, but outside of that, I don't know, like, what's their weird to do. It's like a little baby room for a night. Respect it. And they have your money and your card number, so if you do anything too weird, they're gonna charge you.
Yeah, but they can't see that you pissed in the coffee maker.
No, I'm talking about, I said anything too weird. Piss in the coffee maker you can get away with.
Yeah.
But like stopping the toilet up and if it overflows and causes some type of damage, bro, they gonna like empty your bank account.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Which, hey, is there some, like, should somebody just build the first hotel with really awesome water pressure? Is that going to be a thing ever? Or like,
you don't like the water pressure at your hotel?
No, it's always garbage.
Well, you've never been in Virginia because our hotels, like, they have the best water pressure.
Really?
Yeah, the water flows at the hotels in Virginia. Bro.
Well, I know that California is in a drought and all, but it doesn't matter. Vegas sucks. So
Vegas is just as dry as California, bro.
I know, but still, it's like you're the city of wastefulness. You can't waste water too. You're wasting lives left and right. Can't spare a little water, a little H2O.
VA can.
Okay. Well, you tell me where to stay when I come visit. Go out to Virginia for Mike and showers. Not together, obviously.
We definitely will not be showering together. Because that is a no-go.
Have you been watching? So we've talked. You haven't been watching the Olympics very much, but what about the Paralympics? Have you been watching those at all?
Didn't even know that was on.
Have you been wagering on the Paralympics at all?
No, you can wager on the Paralympics.
You can wager on anything.
Brendan, that is for people who really have a problem.
Not a problem.
It is if you're betting on people who are in wheelchairs, bro.
Well, or like missing a limb. Hey, speaking of which, like if you're missing a limb, how does that affect your like BMI?
If I had a real answer, I would tell you. But I think it's BMI is based on like numbers, so.
Well, it's your body mass index, so it's basically your fat and whatever.
The mass of your
like
body,
a limb,
so.
Like an arm or a leg.
I mean, it's
that's
just
like
no
some
fat
of
that
your
they can give you for
tightest
that.
areas. So that would take away all your good stuff. What about your blood alcohol content? I mean, if you have one beer, but you only have 3 main limbs, is your blood alcohol content higher than the person next to you? That's the same size and weight?
Brendan, stop spending. You need to find something to do with your time, man.
Why? That's a legit. Hey, that's a scientific question. It's
a legit question, but it's not really a legit question.
Why? I mean, it seems like a reasonable answer. I'm just bouncing it off of you instead of looking it up. So, do you think that your blood alcohol level would be higher if you were missing a limb? It would have to be.
I mean, that would be less weight, so yes, I would presume it would be higher, Brendan.
All right, fine. We'll get out of this lane, Mike. Jeez. If you had to lose a limb, one of your 4 main ones, which one would it be? Like, if you got to choose.
I have my right arm.
Are you left-handed?
Oh, my right leg. Yes, I'm left-handed. We just went over this a couple weeks ago. Or was it last week?
I don't know. I always forget things. Listen, I always forget things that I assume are obvious and I'm going to remember because I'm like, oh, there's no way I'll forget something as silly and obvious as Mike is left-handed. So I always forget.
Swish.
I don't know about swish. You're more of a Mason kind of a guy.
No, I'm a swishing guy.
But, so you would lose your right arm or your right leg? Because that's a pretty significant difference.
I think I'll go with the arm so I can walk.
Yeah, see, I think I would go with my left arm. I'd ditch that one too, your non-dominant arm. Because with one hand and one arm, you can do many things, but with one leg, man, that's like, that eliminates most things for you.
Yeah.
You can't even sit regular.
Yeah, you definitely can't walk.
Yeah, that sucks. I definitely... Okay, so since losing an arm is so easy, would you rather lose both arms or one leg?
Why is losing an arm so easy? We made it sound easy because we had the choice between a leg and an arm.
That's what I'm saying. That came so easy to us. I'm not saying it's an easy decision to us.
2-1, I'm taking a leg. But that's not...
You're dominant, so you would take your left leg out and keep your arms.
No, I'm taking my right leg out.
No, you have to take your dominant leg out. If you're doing one leg.
What?
If you're doing one leg, you got to take your dominant leg.
Why?
But still, it wouldn't even matter. You'd still go with one leg, right?
Yes.
All right, so what's it matter? So why are you bitching at me about the dominant thing?
Because I want the dominant leg.
What, are you going to be the first one-legged soccer star?
Yes.
You're going to be the
did you
jump roping
see the highlights
of the
of
world
that?
because you only have one leg that gets tired? The human pogo stick.
That kid that's in high school that with one arm. It's pretty good too.
What?
Getting recruited for D1. The kid in high school with one arm.
What sport?
Basketball.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
You act like I follow these one-armed people all the time. I don't. It's news to me. I just follow the regular full-limbed community. You know, not discounting anybody else, but just that's my main feed is all. Well, while we were in San Diego anyway, we were driving by Qualcomm, which is the saddest stadium in the world. How come San Diego doesn't just have a soccer team there and call them the Bolts?
They probably don't want to put the money up to back the soccer team, bro. They were so cheap. That's why they lost the Chargers.
A soccer team in San Diego right next to Mexico? Like, are you kidding me? They would have fans lined up for days, call them the Bolts as like a giant middle finger to the Chargers for leaving. Just dump like $10 million into the stadium. Doesn't even have to be great. Just a fresh coat of paint. And boom. Soccer stadium. Done. They could be right back on the map.
Done.
Why don't they do it? What are they going to do?
Because they can't afford it.
What are they going to do? Host Renaissance fairs for the rest of their lives?
I don't know, Brendo, but they can't afford it.
Ugh. They got it. So just tell a soccer team, hey, you could have a free stadium. You do the renovations to it. Let's be partners, buddy. You bring the jelly, I'll be the peanut butter.
They probably thought of that and still can't do it.
Speaking of can't do it, what do you think the hardest thing to do in sports is?
Probably hit a baseball.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that too. Like, a hole-in-one is difficult, but it involves a lot of luck. Like,
man, yeah.
What, throwing 50 touchdowns in a season? Like, there's not really a good one-on-one individual comparison other than, like, maybe a golf or something like that, you know?
Yeah, no. Like, the fact that you got to stand there with somebody throwing 90 miles an hour and it could be directly at you is the first thing you have to overcome to know that you're going to have to stand in there when somebody's throwing the curve. Like, if somebody's throwing the curve, well, it's coming straight at you, and you got to stand in there. Or a slider from someone who pitches down low, like bro. That's the first hurdle you got to get over. Then you got to keep up with hitting the baseball is definitely by far the hardest thing.
What about, like, even at a batting cage, where it's just consistent? You still think that's super difficult?
Yeah, I mean, because of how fast it goes, like, the hand-eye coordination is just a whole different issue itself. And that can still hit you. I've been hit by a baseball at the batting cage.
Yeah.
Maybe I was hugging the plate.
That is true. So with the MLB substance bullshit rule, whatever, I was thinking about this. If you had, like, a catcher that was, you know, down, couldn't the catcher just have something and be putting shit on the ball for the pitcher? They could check the pitcher a million times, but the catcher is actually the one, he's got some shit, you know, behind on the inside of his cleat or something like that. Every now and again he just gives him a little something, because even when the pitcher goes to exchange a ball, he throws it to the catcher and the catcher flips it off to the side. The ump never checks it.
Yeah,
the catcher could just be doing, you know, I mean, if we're gonna get
hey,
down,
you might just give somebody an idea if they listen. If someone listen,
hey, Yachty. Start putting shit behind your mask. And that way they could check the pitcher as many times as they want. The catcher would have an unlimited supply of this shit, but they would have to be slick as shit. And if they got caught, they could probably not play anymore. Like, they would be done.
Yeah, they'd be done. No, I mean, they let the Astros still play, and they got caught flat out cheating too, so I don't think you're ever done.
I don't know. How do you think that's taking it too far, or is that just being too smart?
It's probably taking it too far, but still, like, cheating is cheating, so they
if you're going to do it the right way.
Yeah, they can literally walk in and say they were cheating and you didn't fire them. So yeah, I don't want to hear that.
They said they didn't say anything about checking the catchers. Not that
in the
rule book.
The union reps would jump all over it.
Oh my goodness, Mike. We're boring you already?
No, man. Long day. But
well, speaking of being tired, what do you, I had this to ask for you regarding the NBA and LeBron. So LeBron, whenever his contract is up with the Lakers, conceivably, could he be a free agent since he's got tired legs, take the first half of the season off completely, and then whoever is contending, whoever's got a good fit, whoever's whatever, sign with them for the second half of the year, try and win a title, and then do it all over again? Do that for like 4 or 5 years?
So everything besides the half a season thing, like he would have to be on the roster for the whole season. He probably will reduce his minutes. But that's probably what LeBron's going to start doing here. He's probably going to go Deion Sanders, like rent a season for like the next 4, because he's probably going to be a free agent to play wherever his son gets drafted. So he's probably going to go into that mode here soon. Like year 19, year 20, just going to be rent a season.
So you think he's going to go, like, what's the minimum though? Like if he were to quote unquote retire, or like, what's the deal with the NBA contracts? You would know more about this than me. That, like, you could basically, what's the deadline to sign with a team if you haven't played it all that year?
You said you haven't played at all?
Yeah. So like LeBron's contract expires at the end of next season.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just, hey, I'm not signing with anybody. And then halfway through the season after the All-Star break, he's like, you know what? I really like what the Suns are doing. I'm going to go hook up with them and try and make a run with them. Could he do that?
Oh, no, there's no, yeah. Yeah, no, you can do it up until, I believe the deadline for like playoff rosters is come like late in the season. Probably like 2 weeks before the season ends or something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, couldn't LeBron conceivably do, like...
Conceivably do that. Yeah, just wait till...
If he wanted to just get like 10 rings. Just like...
But I don't think that would work in his favor because, you know, compatibility to go through a playoff run is hard. Like, you couldn't just join a team at that point and fit in, like, automatically fit in.
But that's why I'm saying halfway through the season, like at the All-Star break, you know, pick a horse and run with it, and then just, you know, get your legs under you so that way by playoff time you're in mid-season form as LeBron, whereas everybody else is petering out. You just take over. Say, you're welcome, Phoenix. Next year, I'm going to Orlando, or whatever it is.
Yeah, but after a time or two, NFL owners will get tired of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What if your team was one of those teams that got a title that way? Like, if LeBron
but they will want you back, and if you just keep leaving teams every year, like these owners stand on something like they're billionaires, bro. And then I'm just going to keep feeling like you're using them at this point to make your legacy.
Even if it brings them a title?
But there's no guaranteed title. Like the team's like, oh shit, he just played for them last year. But
you're guaranteed to sell a shitload of LeBron jerseys.
Yeah, but sometimes it's deeper than that, man. Like you just don't want your team to be part of the hoopla.
Okay, so
that comes with the LeBron James circus.
Take those 7 teams out of the mix. There's still plenty left.
And he still got to win. Like, you got to win the championship.
I know. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm just saying he gives himself the best opportunity to, number one, recover after a long season, after playoff run or whatever. And then, you know, if something starts sluggish or there's some injuries that you're like, oh, shit, didn't realize that was going to happen. That team sucks, you know, all of a sudden.
It sounds like a great idea, but most likely he'll just be a year-by-year free agent. We'll sign people for the whole year. That half-a-year stuff wouldn't work.
You don't think that would fly, huh?
I just don't think it would work basketball-wise. Like, you have to be part of the mission with your team to feel like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like there to just come link on just to try to, like, people wouldn't, like, just there's a lot of pride and dignity in pro sports, bro, and a lot of people wouldn't be okay with that.
I dig that. Hey, I like it. That's why I was asking you, because you would be the one.
No, I just don't think I don't think people. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that be like, "Man, look, come on, I won a championship, like, so let's go with it." But I just think most people will get after one or two times, be like, "Okay, LeBron, what are you doing here?"
So, what are the chances that the banana boat comes to LA? The banana boat.
Chris Paul would be really crazy to go to LA to opt out of that contract, but he's the only obstacle. They don't have pieces to trade for him, so he would have to opt out of that $44 million, and I just don't see it.
Not gonna happen, huh?
Like you're making $44 million next year, supposedly. If he opts out of that to try to get a new contract from the Lakers, who can only offer him $9 million, like financially, that doesn't add up. You would pass up $44 million for one season to get a 3-year, 27, which is like $9 million a year. Your wife should smack you the moment you walk in the door, because that's just foolish.
But he's like, honey, I got a ring. She's like, I could have bought 6 rings, you idiot.
Do you know how much that ring is worth? So there you go.
Oh,
that amount plus your $9 million. Man, matter of fact, just your whole contract. It's not worth that 1 year you would have made. But some people, like I said,
so who do you think are the front runners for next year? Brooklyn, obviously.
Brooklyn. I mean, then you gotta watch what moves are made. Brooklyn. I like Brooklyn. I like. It all depends on what Philly does. I remember I was gonna like Embiid. If Kawhi comes back, you definitely like the Clippers. You know, you're always gonna like the Lakers with LeBron and AD. But I think they're gonna add a piece. I don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah, they're working on something, but it sounds like they're. It's
and
like,
then if Bradley Beal finally requests a trade,
yeah, well,
then. But I think Golden State will be back in the mix. I don't know if they're championship worthy. I think they're one more piece away from that. But
you got a dark horse, a watch out for him.
A watch out for him.
Yeah, like or a team that people are going to be pleasantly surprised with how well they do next year, like an Indiana or something like that.
No, I mean Chicago. Besides the Bulls, you know, we're gonna be pretty good next year. Man, we got 2 All-Stars,
as usual.
Man, we got 2 All-Stars on the team. We're gonna be pretty good next year.
Ooh,
man.
Vucevic,
Levine and Vucevic, man. Vooch.
He's not
Vooch,
that great.
baby. He's an All-Star, baby.
Yeah, he's okay.
25 and 10, man. Vooch.
Whatever, dude. Yeah, so was Kevin Love. How's he doing?
You're right about that.
Oh man, hey. Do you like sandwiches?
They're okay.
They're okay. You're not a very big sandwich guy, huh?
Every now and then.
If you were gonna make a perfect homemade sandwich, what would it be?
Probably lettuce, tomatoes, ham, turkey, and bacon.
No condiments?
No, I mean maybe some mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is like food lube. Yeah, so you do ham and turkey and bacon, huh?
Yes, I'm fat. Sorry, Brendan. I'm fat. What do you want me to say?
You like bacon, that's it. I was just the 2 meats with the added bacon. That's a good sandwich, but that seems like a lot of effort.
I mean, it's just a club, really.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's just mayo, mustard, lettuce, tomato, avocado, turkey. Or the alternate.
Can't go wrong with avocado.
The simple is pickle slices, mustard, salt and pepper, and turkey. That's it. It sounds weird, but it's really, really good.
Keep the pickle slices, sir.
Not a fan of pickles, huh?
No pickle slices.
You don't like fermented cucumbers?
No. No.
Why? Is it just like a texture thing, or is it just you don't like the taste at all?
I didn't know. They just taste weird.
Is there anything else like? What else do you like? Olives?
Nope.
No. Not any kind. Not black. Not Kalamata. Not nothing.
No.
What about artichokes?
No, never even tasted that.
Do you like hummus?
Absolutely not.
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce I use.
All right. Okay. Do you like relish?
Yeah, when I'm making tuna.
Ew. That's chopped up gross pickles.
Hey, it tastes good in tuna.
So you like disgusting pickles, not regular pickles. Got it.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yes.
Got it.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of something everybody should like, do you like Tom Cruise?
He's pretty good.
Did you ever see Cocktail?
No.
It's a good one. It's a mediocrely awesome movie. I love it.
Mediocrely awesome. Yeah.
It's like a mediocre movie, but I just so happen to love it for the fact that it's mediocre. I don't know. Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man, that was another good one. Tom Cruise is not in that one, but mediocrely awesome. What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
I don't know. Probably.
Like Mission Impossible?
No.
Okay.
Mission Impossible might be
The first one was good. I liked the first one.
Yeah, no, the first one was decent. I want to say, no, that's not. Is that Tom Cruise?
What's the movie? Days of Thunder.
No, Top Gun. Top Gun is not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it is.
Top Gun. Okay. I'm about to say. I don't know. For some reason, I was getting confused there for a second. Well, yeah, that's probably my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
Did you ever see like Vanilla Sky or any of those weird movies that he did?
No.
Well, Eyes Wide Shut. Any of those?
I've seen Eyes Wide Shut.
I kind of saw it, if you know what I mean.
Because your eyes were not wide open.
Because I was young when it came out. That's why. Oh, man. You watching anything else these days? Besides not Tom Cruise?
I watch LA Finest on Netflix.
Is that any good?
It's okay. It's like a spinoff from Bad Boys.
Yeah. It was on
okay.
Spectrum TV for a while. That's the one with Gabrielle Union and who else? Who cares? Because Gabrielle Union?
Yeah, Jessica Biel, bro. Like,
oh, yeah, Jessica Biel. That's right.
Yeah, they were pretty fine.
Never mind. They're both equally important. Actresses in their own right. So it's okay. All right. Yeah, I never pulled the trigger on that because I'm like, man, it's only going to be good for the reasons why I want to watch it. It's not going to be good because it's actually good.
Yeah, no, I'm just always looking for something new to watch, man. Gotta add shows to my repertoire. Getting old.
Well, you don't do subtitles. I just finished Somos. It was pretty good, man. It's based on true
Keep
events.
your subtitles to yourself, sir.
It's good. I'm telling you, it's good. Hey, Black Irish Podcast now with subtitles, so not everything with subtitles is bad, except for the Black Irish Podcast sometimes. Sometimes we go a little over the line and people don't appreciate it, but I need to know where that line is, people, so I can stomp it out.
Man. We love you too.
I did Ted Lasso's back. Season 2 of Ted Lasso's back, so that's on Apple TV. So you got to pay the extra $7 or whatever it is, but it's totally worth it. Ted Lasso's the shit.
The extra $7 to see Ted Lasso. Sign up because we like Ted Lasso that much.
Because it's worth it, and there are other awesome shows on Apple TV like Physical, which I'm still trying to watch. Little Fires Everywhere is coming back. The Morning Show's coming back. There's a ton of stuff on Apple TV. They're not as bad as they originally sounded. Like they were going to be like the next Crackle, and it was like, your programming is pretty lame, people. And then they're like, oh yeah, let's dump some money into this. And you're like, okay, all right. So now it's pretty good. So now I think it's worth it. There was something where we actually got it for the Beastie Boys. Had like not a documentary, but kind of just like a talking through of like how they came to be and their journey or whatever. So we originally got it to watch that, and then we kept it for all this other stuff. So that ended up working out. But do you know what's coming out this Friday on Netflix?
What?
The last Mercenary with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Did you
You
ever
know what's
watch
coming on next Friday?
this Friday, 2 days from now?
No, I said, do you know what's coming out the Friday after that?
Probably not, because too far in the future.
No, actually, it's not even that Friday. It's August 10th. So it's a couple Fridays from now. So never mind.
What?
Behind the scenes at Malice at the Palace, baby.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. What?
That's a Tuesday drop. That's a Tuesday drop. Nice. I think. Let me quadruple check here.
What?
6, 10. Yeah, it's a Tuesday drop. I know things. Oh, Tuesday drops. Did you ever used to like the Tuesday movie drops and music drops?
Yeah, that's how I grew up. You know, that's how old I am. Everything came out on Tuesday. Now they just drop music whenever they want.
Whenever
Friday's
they feel
the
like
new day.
it, man. That was Tuesdays where you get the new albums and you get the new like movies, DVDs. They all came out.
Yeah,
That
on
was
Tuesday.
I used to go to Walmart when I lived with my grandmother up in Palmdale. There was a Walmart not too far from us, so I would go there every Tuesday, regardless of what it was. Did not care. This is what I spent my hard-earned money on. Was I would go to Walmart, I would buy all the new DVDs, all the new releases. Didn't matter how shitty or how good it was or how much I didn't want to see it, and do the same with all the albums. And then, granted, some I was like, I'd listen to 2 songs or watch 15 minutes and be like, this is dog shit. I'm not listening to this or watching it anymore. But I would spend like $150 a week, $200 a week just on all the new releases.
No, I didn't spend that much, but we used to go to Tower Records and do the same thing that was like a time for us.
It was an event.
But Tower Record is now closed. That's how old I am, guys.
Tower Record could not survive. Oh, thanks a lot, Apple. You ruined everything.
I don't know if you would call it ruining everything, but yeah, you changed the world, Apple.
Well, why not ruin? Because, well, all the things that we used to do that we hold true are now gone and won't come back because of something we feel we need. That seems to be like it was ruined.
Except for the fact that we enjoy this thing that we got out of this whole situation very much.
Do we enjoy it, or do we just think we need it?
And our younger generation will really enjoy it. So maybe it's not about us. Sometimes you got to pass the torch, Brendan.
I could see enjoying it, but not appreciating it. How about that?
I'm sure they'll learn to appreciate it as they get older. Same thing way we did with everything.
I appreciated shit when I was young. I don't see a whole bunch of
I didn't have shit to appreciate, so I guess that's
what I'm saying. When you did, that was the thing. Oh, well, speaking of new releases, it's not Tuesday, but Leon Bridges, I've been listening to the Gold Digger sound. That album, I like. It's the shit, dude. It's nice, smooth. It's good background. Good driving music. Keep you in a good mood so you don't freak out on the road and try and kill somebody that cuts you off. Right, Mike?
There you go. Because please don't kill nobody who cut you off. I know somebody who got shot at, and they were the one who got cut off. So, yeah, man, keep the road race to a minimum.
Absolutely. And while you're at it, you can listen to our Spotify playlist of the week, which is Scarface and Santana.
Oh.
Mixing it up. So be sure to follow us on Instagram at Black Irish Pod. Mike is at Black Irish 213. I am at Brendallis7. Our knowledge drop of the week is people that choose to die on many hills will never make it to the mountaintop. So choose wisely.
There you go.
All righty. Well, on that note, have a great week, y'all. Love you.